Hello guys, welcome back to another video. A bit of a different one today. Before we get into things, make sure you hit that like button. It really does help me out and it's greatly appreciated. Now then, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you should charge the battery on your car. Now, you may think this is a very simple and easy thing to do correctly, but believe it or not, a lot of people still get this wrong, especially when it comes to the likes of a BMW. It may not be as simple as you think. Now, this video is not sponsored, but I have been sent out a battery charger for review, and that battery charger is this one right here. This is from a company called Topdon, and they did actually send me out a jump pack, which I was a big fan of. It was very compact and it seems to work quite well. Now, this is going to be an honest review. Like I said, I haven't been paid to review this or anything, so if it's not very good, I'm going to say it's not very good. But yeah, I think first of all we will take a look at what is in the box and then we'll go from there. Okay then, so this is what is included in the box. Of course, we have the battery charger itself with a regular plug on it, which just goes into the wall socket, and we have a couple of cables that runs off it, which goes to the jumper cables themselves, so that is detachable. One thing I have noticed though is these are molded into the battery charger itself, so these cannot be unplugged, so I guess it could be a bit bulky to carry around. There isn't a bag for this. The jump starter actually came in a bag, so it would have been nice to have this in a bag, but to be honest, it's not too big for a battery charger. I know the one I've used previously, that was ancient, that was like very big and bulky, and it's definitely probably not going to be as good as this thing. So we actually have a couple of settings on this. I'm sure I'll be able to find more if I check out the user manual, but it looks like we can charge a 6-volt battery, a 12-volt battery, and a 24-volt battery as well, which is pretty cool. And we have a few different options. We have normal, lithium if it's a lithium battery, and repair mode as well. So that's good to have in a battery charger, I suppose. I'm guessing normal battery charge is if the battery just needs a top up, and you know that'll be more of a fast charge. But I'm guessing the repair mode, that will probably be if the battery is, you know, very low. Typically a car battery, if it goes below sort of 10 volts, you can't really recover it. But if you put it in, you know, its lowest settings, so it charges very slow, that's probably the best chance you're going to have of recovering the battery. So I'm guessing that slow charge is the repair mode right there. But yeah, apart from these different modes that we have, which I guess you just toggle through using this switch here, it really is quite simple. There's not a whole lot to it. So obviously you plug one end into the plug socket in the wall, and then this joins up to the jumper cables here. Obviously one on the negative, one on the positive, and away you charge. Okay then, so when it comes to charging the battery on a BMW, now if this is your first BMW or a car similar to this, then you may be a little bit naive. You may just think that, you know, to charge the battery, you go straight to the battery and, you know, connect the battery charger up. And now the batteries on BMW are typically located in the boot area. Of course, we have the battery here, but if you was to charge up the battery, you know, by connecting the battery cables to the battery itself, you'll be in for big trouble. Do not do this. What you'll end up doing is frying all of the modules in your car. So stay away from the battery itself. That's when it comes to jump starting the car, that's when it comes to charging the battery. Stay away from the battery. On a BMW, and probably a lot of other cars out there, if you notice that you have battery terminals in the engine bay of your car, charge it from these points here. So of course we have the positive connector here. Just lift that off. And then negative, obviously we just need to find a ground, but it is located here. This is the grounding point to charge the battery. So realistically, it's actually easier to charge from the engine bay. Like I said, just lift that cover up, put your negative on there, put your positive on there, and away you go. And now I'll demonstrate just that. So, I'm actually surprised at how long the cables are for this. I thought they was quite short, but after unraveling them, they are actually quite long. So I can just leave the battery charger on the floor, and then we'll connect these up. There we go, so that's the positive on the positive, that's the negative on the negative. And now then what I've done is set the battery charger itself up. So of course 12 volts, initially it was on 6 volts, so I just selected mode to get back to normal charging on 12 volts. As you can see, this battery is already at 100%. I know it's good, you know, it didn't really need charging anyway. So we'll just select OK, and I guess that's stop charging now. Okay then, so what can I say about the battery charger? To be honest, for what it is, I'm pretty impressed. You know, obviously I've used the jump starter from Topdon before in the past, and like that, this battery charger is nice and rugged. You know, it doesn't have a cheap feel to it. It has like a nice rubber you know, outer edge to it, so it's probably something that you can just chuck it in the boot of your car and you're going to be absolutely fine. Doesn't seem like it's going to break very easily, unlike my previous one, which like I said is ancient. I'm sure my dad probably had that when he was my age, and yeah, I'm pretty sure if you was to drop that would just, you know, smash to smithereens. But this seems like a nice rugged bit of kit. The charger itself, you know, it seems to work quite well. It's not overly complicated, which I'm sure is very easy to do when it comes to something like a battery charger. Yeah, it's not overly complicated. The cables are more than long enough. That's a benefit of this battery charger. And yeah, it seems to work quite well. What more can I say? It is only a battery charger, but it seems to do the job quite nicely. Now then, if you are in the market for a battery charger, or maybe you just want to upgrade your old one like I have done today, then there will be a link down in the description box below, and there'll also be a discount code as well to save yourself a little bit of cash. Now I won't make anything, you know, I won't make any commission or anything like that. It's just purely to save you guys a little bit of money. So yeah, if you are looking to buy yourself one, check that out and save yourself a little bit. But yeah, when it comes to the charging side of things, you know, when it comes to charging the battery on your car, you know, it's not rocket science, but it does require a little bit of common sense. You know, if there are battery terminals in the engine bay of your car, please use them. You know, they are there for a reason. They're there for two reasons really. One, to make it easier for the owner of the car to charge the battery or to jumpstart the car, and they're there to protect the electronics in your car. When it comes to something like a BMW, you know, there's a lot of modules in that car, and they are very, very sensitive to voltage drops and voltage spikes. So yeah, just do the right thing, charge it properly in the engine bay, and you won't have any hassle then. It's not a coincidence that typically when people have major electrical issues, it's usually after they either jump start or charge the battery the wrong way. So yeah, like I said, just a bit of common sense is needed. Anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!